Welcome. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight is Wednesday night skill building. And tonight we mainly work on getting the tiles into formation, navigating through the Charleston, eventually picking a few hands, and sometimes having to switch hands, and lots of fun stuff. So this is going to be great for those of you who are just joining in tonight. And I'm here at the I Love Maj platform. If you are not familiar with I Love Maj, I'll go over and give just a brief little rundown of the site. Lots of good stuff to come in here and peruse and look. There's got a lot of learning materials, a shop. Well, I'm in the play game launchpad area, and this is where all the magic happens for Mahjong. The top area where we'll be working tonight is where you play against bots, where you can also play live or even schedule a game with friends, create your own personal table and have your friends come into that table. It's really very nice. And then the exercise room is where you would want to spend time for sure working, because this is where you can learn the card, especially when the new card comes out the end of March, just about a month and a half away. It's a very exciting time of the year for all of us. You can also practice the Charleston here and other fun exercises to help you strengthen recognizing opponents' exposures, recognizing hands on the card, having good familiarity with the categories or sections of the card, and then eventually being able to spot and say, "Ooh, I can do this hand, that hand." And that's where I'm at. It takes a long time to get to that point. Trust me. I think I know the card fairly well by now, but that doesn't just happen overnight. Sometimes it doesn't happen in a year or two. Sometimes people just don't have that ability to memorize stuff, and that's okay. Familiarity is what I want you to accomplish so that you start recognizing your tiles and where they can go and where they belong. That's the most important thing. Now, if you aren't a member of I Love Maj, in every one of my video descriptions, I have a link where you can click on it. I'm an affiliate of theirs. They give you an extra week to try it out. So instead of 2, you'll get 3. If you do not know how to get to that description, it's literally under every one of my skill building videos, including this one when it's uploaded, but you can find it on every one of them. If you're not familiar with how to find it, I can send you the link. I'm putting my email address in the chat, and I'm going to also put it in YouTube for anybody watching that does not have a membership yet. It's something like $69 a year divided by 12. Man, it's probably the best gift you could give yourself. I really highly recommend it. There's a lot of good sites out there, but they don't have this exercise room, and that really makes it great. I now clicked on the 4-player, so it's white instead of gray, and I'm going to be playing against the bots. I do play against the advanced bots, but if you're a new player, you're going to want to start out at standard. That will afford you more Mahjong wins because you're playing against beginner players who make sometimes beginner, not the best choices, let's put it that way. But as you get better, you definitely want to move up to the intermediate and then finally advanced. This will challenge you, and you'll know if you're not winning a lot of games, then you need to strengthen your skills. That's why you're here tonight. The more games you win, yes, luck plays a big part of it, but the way I like to explain it is that as a new player, if you're only focusing on one thing, let's say one hand or one section all the time, you may win once in a while, but it's going to be mostly due to luck. But once you know how to work the whole card, and keep track of multiple things. I'm going to stretch your brain, but this is the way you get to be a better player. And that's what I want you guys to do, is I want you to become the best players possible that you can be. So just have fun with this. When you're new, do just for fun. That way you won't have your statistics recorded. I do official because I like to be able to go into my account over here under this, and under my account, it'll tell me every hand I've made, all my wins, my losses. It's a lot of good information, but you don't need to do it in the beginning. If you want to enable practice mode, it'll give you hand suggestions. I don't personally recommend this. It does cover up, I think it's the discard area, so you have to use a discard counter. You can't see the tiles that are going out. I believe, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not totally remembering how that works. But my feeling is that from the beginning, I want you to use your own brain to figure these things out, even if it's a slow growth. So we're going to go ahead and click in official game. I've got my advanced level bots going here, and we're going to launch the game. And by the way, just so I don't forget to mention it, we are a little bit of a bigger crowd. When we're a small crowd on Sunday nights for Siamese, I don't mind if you unmute and ask me a question, but it's a little harder when there's a bigger crowd. So use your chat box. All right, if you're new to this platform, you're going to always have this box pop up. You're going to say no here. You don't want to get invited to live games unless you've been playing a lot on the site and you're ready to play against other people that are going to invite you to their table. Obviously, I'm not going to do yes, because it'll bump me out of what we're playing. I wouldn't want to do that. And last week I changed the color to this blue, gray, and pink. There's some pretty colors in here, so you can take whatever you want, makes you happy. It's a personal preference. I think I'll leave it on Joshua Tree tonight. I do like that. You could come in and try the different tiles. They have a large print tile. If you're sight impaired, wonderful to use that. They also have all of the Mahjong line, different designs. I don't know if they're all of them, but different designs. The tiles do look different, so you'd have to get used to playing them and knowing what a dot and a crack and a bam is and what the dragons are and stuff like that. But they're fun, they're beautiful, to even have and buy. And I'm pretty sure you can buy them right on this site. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, and I'm going to keep this timer off for tonight, so I don't have to think about a timer. This is where you would click, so you are able to gauge how long it takes you to make a decision when a tile is discarded. So you would start out at 10 seconds and work your way down, hopefully to around 4, depending on what part of the game it is, whether we're in the begin game, first 33 tiles, middle game, second 33 tiles, or the end game, last 33 tiles, will depend on how quickly you can move through a game. When we get down closer to the end, we need to make more decisions. Of course, I talk through everything, so many of these moves, we have to take more than 10 seconds. There is a pause button, so even if you did 10 and you thought you were going to run out of time, you click the pause button. So they don't get you trapped into losing your discard, and I'm just going to leave it off for tonight. All right, coming up in another month and a half, the 2025 card will be up here. Don't forget to come in and change it. We go through these every year where people forget, and then they mahjong, and it says an error, you're dead, you didn't have a mahjong. And of course, you went through the whole game playing the 2024 mahjong card, and we're in the 2025. So just be careful with that. All right, we're going to start out. I will try to go a little bit slower for the newer players. And the more experienced players are always so kind and patient in letting me do that. I always sort my tiles by suit, so I just click on suit here. And I typically put my winds and dragons down to the right just initially when I'm setting things up. Now, when I look at these tiles, I have to figure out where am I going to start. If I have multiples, which would be my pair of sevens, then I'm going to start with my multiples because that gives you some strength to begin with having more than one tile since the card is made up into each line has groupings of more than one tile in most cases. So when I start to work off of my sevens, knowing the card, I know it's not 2024. I know it's not 2, 4, 6, 8 evens. It could be like numbers, but I don't have any other sevens, so not going to be like numbers. And what about the addition hands? I don't normally look at them too closely, but I'm going to look at them tonight because I have right here 1 plus 6 equals 7 with the flower in front. So I have a piece of all of that hand and what we would call a no gap hand, which is pretty important a little bit later on when we have to make a decision over one hand over another. But this is considered no gaps. There's a piece of every element in that card. A piece, part of the flower, the pear, a part of the Kong 1 bam, a part of the Kong 6 bam, and the part of the Kong 7 bam. I don't know what I'm going to get in, but I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, now continuing to work off of my 7, I don't have a lot of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And more than likely, if I were going to play 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I'd probably choose, in this case, the high-end odds with the 5 and 7. Not the low end, because my strength is in the 7s. And there's really no hand unless I do the mixed suit with 1s and 3s and dots. And then I'd need to get rid of this to use my 5, and that would be line 1 I'm referring to, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the mixed suit. So I'm probably not going to be keeping the 3 for now, but so far we're doing good. Let's look at the consecutive run section of the card. Wonderful section because it's so flexible, but I do urge you to make sure that when you use it, you're using that section properly. Don't just collect all of the numbers, one suit with numbers that all look so pretty together like these, and just keep collecting them and hope that some kind of run is going to happen. I know when I'm teaching my strategies and further education, the next level classes, I know right away whether somebody's doing that. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right now, we'll see. I have 3 Wests here I have to contend with. I haven't gotten there yet, but I would want to keep my 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 numbers. Doesn't have to be all in a row at this point. It just has to be consecutives because once we start getting more tiles in, you would then be able to start focusing on a hand within the category. We're at a high level collecting category tiles. Well, now I have to deal with my 3 Wests. So I'm going to put them up here because this is a multiple of Wests. That's also a strength in my hand, right? Well, if I have 3 Wests, knowing the card the way I do, what multiple of Wests, East and West, would I be able to use other than something with all wins? Well, line 3 is the consecutive, 2 numbers consecutive in 2 different suits. So it would look like either 6, 7 or 7, 8. Now I like that. And I think I'm going to have to try that, having 3 Wests for a little bit anyway. What can I get rid of? Well, I said I wasn't going to keep the 3. I don't need the 2. I wanted to keep the 6 for, possibly 6, 7, 8, and 5, 6, 7, 8, all of that in the run. But I can't keep everything. So what do I do? Okay, this is where the challenge is. I wanted to keep an eye on the addition hand. I don't know if that's going to come into play or not, but here's another thing I can do. I can do 6 dot 7 bam, 6 crack, 7 bam, 7 bam, 8 crack. I like that. I really like that a lot. So I'm going to hold either the 5 or 6 is, whoops, I can't get rid of the 6. See that? I was getting ready to move it. I'm going to get rid of the 5. So now what do I have here? I have one of the addition hands that just I happen to have the tiles for. I have also, I'm looking, I have like numbers with 6s, but then that would do away with my pair. That could happen. There's nothing guaranteed. Okay, we do the best we can. And then I'm hoping I get some east so I can maybe, or some more tiles within the consecutive numbers. I'm keeping a bunch of them. We'll see. You guys see this every week, how things change so quickly and unbelievable. So now, 6.7 bm. Oh, Francie said 6.7 bm. I guess she saw that too there. Beautiful, Francie. Excellent job. Feel free to post if you see something. I mean, I want to give credit where credit is due. If you see stuff, post it if you see it, and I haven't mentioned it already. So here we're going to go here and pass this. And I got another 6 right there. Whoa, the mouse was going crazy. And I got another 8. So I have potentially east and west with 6, 7, or 7, 8. And what I like about this is if I can hold on to these as long as I can just to see if I'm going to get some east in and what's going to go on, I have another hand right here. Flower, 6, 7, 8. Third line down under consecutive run. If you were taking one of my next level classes and you were going to spot this, I would know you're using that consecutive run section properly. This is what you got to see. So what am I going to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of 6, 7, 7, 8. I love it. So I'm going to just go ahead and bail on that addition hand, which I'm not a fan of to begin with. Making 3 Kongs in the same suit is not that easy in specific numbers. The 1 in consecutive are consecutive numbers. They're easier. Those are specific numbers. It's 1 suit and 3 Kongs, which are harder to make than pungs. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Maybe this one. I don't want to blow your minds with too much information or crowd your minds with too much stuff. The reason I keep this for a little bit is because I see 6, 7, 8, 9 crack, which is the second hand from the bottom consecutive run right side. I just see it. Those are things you're going to want to see in this game. You're kind of like a visionary, to be honest with you. You have to be able to see what's not there. Okay, now I got a 1, a 3, and a 2. I had the 1, now I have another 1, so I believe this is second 1 bm out there. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Hopefully nobody will get him in their hands. Now I got another 8, and I got a south, but not an east. Nonetheless, I still have flowers 6, 7, 8. A few jokers would help, would be very nice. Here's a big question here. Would you like to continue the Charleston? How do you answer that? Well, in this particular case, I don't have just one hand. I have two things I'm keeping track of right now. East-west with 7-8 more than likely. Line 3 on the right side of Winds and Dragons. And flower 6-7-8. That's two hands right now I'm keeping track of. So am I going to want to continue the Charleston? Yes, I am 100%. So if let's just say I had one good hand completely just coming in so beautifully, but I had my three tiles to pass. My only tiles were a flower and two other numbers or two other suits or two other, a dragon, a wind or whatever. I would not want to pass the flower. So I would stop it because I don't pass flowers. There are times where I'm forced to because someone gave it to me right before I have to do a pass that I have to pass, that I can't do a blind pass on. Another reason might be because I have a pair, one tile and a pair of 6 cracks, and I don't pass pairs in the Charleston. So those are my two really firm rules. Don't pass flowers, don't pass pairs. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to try to maximize what I get in, so I'm not going to keep that 6 any longer. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. And I didn't get anything in that's going to help me right now. And nothing again. Nobody wants that one bam. Pretty pass, 1, 2, 3 right there, but that's okay.
Courtesy pass.
And I got the 6 back and a 2 crack and a 2 bam. I don't need any of those. I'm going to do 3. Sometimes I get a brand new tile in the optional, something that a more experienced player may not do. Sometimes, the bots make a decision to do it, but we'll see. It happens once in a while. I'll get rid of those. And I didn't get anything in. Pretty tiles. I could certainly see like numbers here with the 6s right now, but I think I have a lot to keep track of and I don't have to worry too much. All right, look at the bottom right-hand corner of the board. It says 99 tiles. The first 33 tiles is when, and even into the middle game, when you could really play very quickly. The only thing I want you to look at, and you'll get quicker looking at the table and the tiles and being able to scan the table quickly, you don't have to take a lot of time, is to get out the freshest tiles possible that you can get out on the table. This definitely is a good move, defensive move, because if your client, oh my God, if your opponents need the tile that you get out early, they are more than likely not ready to call it, and they watch a tile of theirs just go bye-bye, okay? So that's something you want to make sure you get used to doing. Don't hold tiles because you don't see them on the board. The time to hold the tile that you don't see on the table is in the last 33 tiles or the end game. And then there's decision making to happen. Do you want to take a chance because you still want to make your hand, or are you going to decide to break up your hand? Not a lot of choices. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and start getting out these tiles. I do like to get out anything left from the Charleston passes first. If you don't remember to do that, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Just remember to get out the freshest tiles first. There'll be plenty of time to duplicate early in the game as well.
5 bam, 6 crack, 2 crack, 3 bam.
Now, not seeing another east doesn't mean somebody else is playing east and west as well, but it could very well be. But we'll see what happens with any of mine. So, so you see what went on the board, a 6 and a 2. So I'm going to get the 6 out.
6 bam,
and then
6 crack,
whatever is fresh, I'll get it out right away.
2 bam, 1 bam,
Certainly nobody wanted that, did they? All right, so again, I look on the board. I'm pretty good at remembering stuff. You'll get better as you get more familiar with the game and you don't have to think about so much.
8 dots.
Just get out.
9 dots. 6 bands.
I need a little help with a
1
joker
band.
here or there. Would be so freaking fun. All right, so see, it's early. We've only got out 3, 6, 9, 12 tiles. Now I'm going to start duplicating what's out there. So you just start duplicating everything. Plenty of time to
6
do it.
crack. 3 band. 5 band. 4 dot.
All right, I'll take that in case we do go with 6, 7, and 8. And we'll talk about the Wests in a bit if we don't end up using those, but that really kind of sealed that hand for me. I don't have to worry about that pair since we can't call a pair unless it's for Mahjong. I'm pretty happy.
2 crack. 4 crack. 5 crack. 2 band.
Okay, any reason for me to keep that? I can't see any reason to keep it, and it's a fresh tile.
So 5 crack. Red. North.
Okay, again, everything has already been out. Like I said, I can look, when you're playing online, they're all lined up. It's easy to see. If you can see the fact that, or remember that 2 5 BAMs went out, then the 9 dot is a little more of a priority, but don't worry too much about that, okay?
9 dot. 3 crack. 4 dot. 2 crack.
Well, again, everything's already out, so
3 crack. 1 band. 3 dot. 7 band.
now I would love this 7 BAM, but I don't have any jokers, so I can't call it. So I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure out whether I can or not.
7 dots. Red. 8 band.
My opponents have a lot of
5 band.
jokers. That's for sure.
5 band. Mah Jongg.
Wow, that was an early Mahjong and only 2 jokers in Amistad's hand. So let's see what he was playing. The consecutive run, 1, 2, 3, 4 in dots with the opposite dragons. That's line 2, consecutive run, and it'll tell you right here. Very nice, it tells you. And any like numbers for Annie with news, and boy, she only had 4 9, so she was struggling. She didn't have the other suit and 9s. I got those 9 dots out and the 9 BMs. I don't know where they're probably still in the wall. And no jokers for Annie, but Kurt had 3 jokers. And this is early. So there are, let's see what Annie was playing. News with 5s. So also an any like numbers. So we had 2 any like numbers. So I was lucky to get that flower. But I want to see how many tiles are remaining. So 62 tiles remaining. And Amistad mahjonged in the first third of the game, just a little teeny bit into the middle game. Wow. Again, after the deal, 99 tiles. Begin game, first 33 tiles. Middle game, next 33. Third end game, last third, last 33. Big difference in what you do and decision making during those different phases of the game. And there's 3 jokers left in the wall. We still had 3 flowers left in the wall. Wow. I mean, that was really good job, Amistad. Good job. Now, you see, if I had another joker or whatever and Amistad wasn't so close, I could have done something. But I was going to be dumping these at some point soon. I wouldn't want to hold on to them too long because these wins are always hot tiles up until the very end of the game. Because look, Amistad needed a West, although if I got him out, he wouldn't have been able to do anything with them. It would have just freaked him out. If I got all 3 out for Annie, she would have been dead because Kurt had it. I didn't know he had it, but Kurt had the other West. So The other thing is nice is if I had discarded a West and they were playing the same hand I was hoping to play, East, West, 7, 8, and put up a joker and grab some joker bait. But it didn't happen. So let's start again. I hope this is making sense to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, stick it in chat. I'm looking at my chat. I don't see any more chats, just one down that I already answered. Okay, so let's sort by suit. I have no jokers again. It might be that kind of a night. Now, I don't even have a multiple to go by. I'm going to put my tiles into evens and odds. Put my winds and dragons to the right where I usually do. Let's see how it looks with evens and odds to start. So we've got odds, we've got our evens, a west, and a soap. Not a whole lot of anything, but we could make something happen with this. So let's see what we're going to do. I do like, let's see, I could force or not force, but try to do a singles and pairs hand. We could definitely try that. But I do like 2, 4, 6, 8 and 3, 6, 9 happens to be really one of my favorite categories this year. I don't know if any of you feel the same way, but I absolutely love that 3, 6, 9. So instead of saving the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I think I'm going to look and see about what we can do. If anything in 2, 4, 6, 8 comes in, 3, 6, 9, we may do a singles and pairs, 2, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 6, 9. I'm no jokers tonight. Might be a good reason to do that. So I try not to pass my soaps if I don't have to early, because maybe it'll be 2024 section. I also got a little bit of that. Maybe. So we have a little 2024, possibly 2, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 6, 9 in singles and pairs. We'll see what happens. See if we start getting more of something that's going to give us some good direction. I just got 2 more tiles into 3, 6, 9, and I also got 1 tile into 2024. Well, if I'm going to keep track of 3, 6, 9, I could maybe keep the 4s for a little bit in case I get more of a run at 3, 4. I know there's a matching dragon hand in consecutive run. Maybe I'll keep that for a little bit. This is a really nice pass right here. 2, 4, 6 in cracks. If my opponent is going that way, I don't want to give up any of this 3, 6, 9. If I really want to be smart, it's still going to be a nice pass because it's all 2, 4, 6, 8. I could break up the 4, or I could get rid of the soap, but I may need that, but maybe not. Maybe not as much needed in there. Maybe I'll go ahead and maybe do this. Actually, maybe I'll do this. Whoops. Yeah. 4 and 6 with the soap. I mean, they could be playing a run 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could be playing 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know what they're playing. I really don't. I want to build my hand more than worry about every single pass. Okay. Okay, so Agnes said like numbers with 9s. Yeah, I got that there too. Of course, the 3 gave me a little more strength with 3, 6, 9. Doreen said, what about 2024? I was looking at that in the beginning for a little bit, but now I've got way more 3, 6, 9. So 2024 is down the drain for me. I got another 3. So now I know I can get rid of the 7 and the 5. And it looks like I'm going to be going into that direction. So now I'm going to break up my 4 dot because I don't want to get stuck having to pass a pair if I get more 3, 6, 9s in. This is something you really have to think through. If I do a blind pass and I get in 2 or 3 tiles, I could get stuck having to pass a pair to Annie. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do that. And I got another 9 in. And now I am going to continue the Charleston. Yes, absolutely, because I don't have one hand. I've got a wonderful collection of 3, 6, 9 tiles, which I'm happy with. So going to continue.
Second Charleston.
Now I'm lucky and happy that I have 3 tiles and I didn't have to pass Kurt the same 4 dot. It could end up in his hand with the other 4 dot, but we don't know that. So don't worry too much about it. Okay, nothing else came in here. And nothing here.
Courtesy pass.
And again, nothing major here that came in. I did get rid of, let's see, the soap. I don't think I'll be using the red at all in that 369 category because I'm going to probably be doing something with mixed suits and not the one hand with the dragons, line 4, or the line 6 hand. So I'm going to do 3 because I want to get benefit if I can get another tile in.
7 press.
But I didn't. But okay. All righty. Now, I am going to do the 4 dot first because somebody ended up with the 4 dot, whether they need it or not, I don't know. But I'm going to get rid of that first, and then I'll get rid of my other leftovers from the Charleston if they haven't gone out yet, if they're still fresh. So we'll see how that goes.
So
here's that soap.
4 crack.
4 crack. And I'm going to do the 4 dot first.
4 dots. 1 bam. 2 crack. 6 bam.
Okay, I don't have jokers. I'm not ready to commit or call. I don't have to think too much about it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that because one of those went around the Charleston. The better you get with the game, you'll start remembering.
Green. 5 dots. Red. 1 bam.
Oh my God, what is that thing? Does that say Joker? It does. Woohoo! Okay, all righty. So now these were the 3 that I was left with after the Charleston. We'll start getting rid of those.
8 bam. North. 4 bam.
Oh, a 6. I like that.
5 bam. East.
Right now I'm collecting 3, 6, 9. That's all I'm doing.
5 dots.
Not stressing about picking a hand. Another 3.
1 bam. 4 bam. Red. 8 bam.
And 8 is out. 4 bam. They're all out already. So
8 dots. So 9
another
bam.
soap. All right. So there's a 9 bam. Now I would love to commit to something, but at this point I'm still not set on something. I could see some things that might work. So let's take a look and see. Line 2 of 369. I don't need but a single there. So that would be right there, 3, 6, 9. I need a pair here. I need a pair of flowers. I need a pair of 6s. And then everything else are pungs. So yes, that's a beautiful hand. And I would love to grab that 9 right now. But honestly, it doesn't make any sense to do it this early because I'm going to lock myself in to one hand. And I'm not playing the second from the bottom because I wasn't even considering that with just what I had in BAMs. So at this point, I have to say no and hope that that other one comes in or my hand gets formed more. We'll just see what happens.
Left.
Not calling something early when you're not fully formed or not, and it doesn't have to be fully formed, but your hand really has, you can call groupings. If you're looking at a singles and pairs, I mean, a hand with pairs or something like that, those have to be intact. Otherwise, I'm locking into it and I can't flip around to something else. So I can't commit right now to that. So I'm going to get rid of this.
Red. 4 crack. 5 bam.
I need a couple more
4
good
dot.
picks to help me make some kind of decision. And I know this didn't go out, so I'll get that right out.
9 crack.
Loved it in my hand.
Red. West.
All right, we have a 6. And I don't know what'll happen. I may be able to flip things around. I still have one tile right here before I have to start making some harder decisions. One tile left to discard. And then when I get in another 3, 6, 9
2 dots. Call.
or a joker. So we have a pung of 2 dots up.
Call. 5 crack.
And a pung of south. He's probably playing north-south with the consecutive, but not necessarily. It could be line 1 as well.
Joker slot. Green. West.
And then I'm now, at this point, we're at 60 tiles. We're just into the middle game. Again, I'm just going to get tiles out and keep collecting. Would I love that in my hand? Absolutely. And I needed that for that 3, 6, 9 with the dots up front if I were going to play that hand. So, you know, this is a reason why you can't lock in early.
8 dots. 9 crack.
Again, another one of my tiles. I'm going to look at the singles and
1
pairs
crack.
again, too.
1 crack.
See how that's coming along.
1 crack. 7 dots.
All right, so now I have to make a decision. Okay. Whew. Let's move this up here. I'm going to look at the singles and pairs, but I want to look at the non-singles and pairs first. If I were to do line 2, one of my favorite hands, it could be with 3s or it could be with 9s. We lost a 9 already, right? We lost a 9. So 1 is out. Doesn't mean that we can't play it because it's a pung. So there's that hand, which can be played with 3s at the end or 9s. Second line under 3, 6, 9. Now, if I want to do something safe, which I definitely need a backup of something safe because I need that 6 crack and I need that flower, I could flip this around to 3, 6, 9 up front. There's a lot to think about here, but if I want to have a safe hand to keep track of, I'm going to need to keep an eye on something with a pung pung, kong kong, that doesn't require any jokers. This is really another tough one. I swear the tiles are dealt to me on Wednesday night purposely so that I get to share all of my frustration with you all. I don't think so. But let me look at the singles and pairs. Look at that hand. It's very, very pretty, I must say. That joker obviously is not part of it. Look at how pretty that is. I need a flower, a 6 crack, a 3 bam, and I actually only need 2 of those to be set to Maj. So I need to pick in 2 of those. I want to keep all of that. I really do. So my decision, I believe at this point, is going to be I can end up using, let's see, I would not want to do I only have 2 suits in the 3s, so that's going to be challenging. Oh, that is challenging because I don't want to give up the 9 bam, so I'm going to have to keep the 9 bam because I don't have, if I play 3, 6, 9 at the front, I don't have multiple 3s. This, I think, is going to be the one to go. Do I have any yays or nays on that being the most logical if I want to try to do that singles and pairs hand? I know I have a joker. That's why I don't want to totally give up on something else, but this gives me the opportunity to do that second line with cracks and 9s. What else? I think that's it. Anybody want to? I got a Debbie saying she agrees with the 3 dot. Okay. Now, I know if you're a newer player, this is going to be rattling your brain, right? And you're like, how is she figuring out what to get rid of? I really do want to try for the singles and pairs. I mean, I only have 1 joker right now. And the only hand, Francie, that it could be is that 4th hand, because that hand is 3, 6, 9. It's our singles and pairs 3, 6, 9 hand. But I want to keep an option open. I'm going to do it.
3 dots, 3 bam,
That I need.
1 dot,
You know, we'll know if I have to flip out
1
of it
dot,
for sure.
8 bam, 2 dots, flower, call, 9 dots,
Okay. Now, I have a flower to get, and that means if I get that flower, then I'm eliminating a hand that needs flowers. So let me see what I'm going to decide. We have to talk about that. Oh my God. I can get 2 flowers, and if I get 2 flowers, I would be able to, let me get this out, play 3, 6, 6, 9. I'll have 2 more jokers. Definitely safer than going for singles and pairs. I could also flip this around to probably not going to be as strong, but I can keep an eye on 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 crack, 9 crack. I am going to grab those jokers because if I don't take them, somebody else is going to get them. Guaranteed. I'm grabbing them and I'm going to bail out of that singles and pairs hand.
joker swap, joker swap,
Done deal. Yes, you can do 2 joker swaps. You can do 3 or 4, Leslie. So now I know that these tiles have to go in here somewhere. So I'm going to stick them there now, but I know they can go in multiple places. My choice will be to get rid of the 9 dot first. That still gives me a 3 crack, 6 crack, 6 bam, 9 bam option, or a 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 crack, 9 crack option.
9 dots,
I don't know what's going to come in.
6 dots,
Well, there's the 6 dot. And if I did the 6 and 9, it gives me, nope, that takes me a little further away in this respect. So I'm going to say no,
6 dots,
and I'm not taking it. Oh,
east, 5 dots,
knew I had to get that out.
call, 4 crack,
All right, we got some things heating up. We're at 39 tiles. Once we get to 33, we'll be in the end game. Things start to get a little bit more exciting. So Kurt has got 4 flowers with 7s up. And with that, you could take a look and see if you could figure out probably any like numbers. Line 1, I don't see any other possibility. So one hand. We got him nailed with just 2 exposures. Oh, I get the 9, and the 9 is what's already gone out and what I decided to get rid of, but that's okay.
9 dot, 3 bam. 5 crack, Mah Jongg.
Okay, these opponents are like, my bot friends are just mahjonging way too early. Oh my goodness, just when I had some exciting stuff going on. Like numbers, Kurt won with the 7s with only 1 joker because I took his 2, so he had 3 really. And 2, 4, 6, 8, the pung, pung, kong, kong. And he was really close too, only 2 tiles from mahjong. Amistad, I should say she, Annie, sorry I called you a he. North, south with the consecutive numbers, and he was still pretty far away. All right. Now, would I like to win? Of course I would like to win, but someone beat me to it. So you can't win every game, but if you end up pleased with how your hand turned out, then, that's a good thing.
First Charleston.
I'm starting with a joker. Hallelujah. Wow. All right. We're starting with the joker. We'll put our wins and dragons to the bottom, and we'll pull our multiple up front. So now we have a multiple of 2s, and that would be even numbers, but I don't have any but 1 other even numbers here right now. So this is going to be a challenge in itself as I see it right now, possibly. So moving out of the even numbers, and of course 2024 is not an option except for that 4 as well. I'm going to look to see if I have any other like numbers with 2s. I do not. Now I'm going to start looking at consecutive run. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my 2 and 3, maybe even the 5. It's a possibility. I could be playing line 1 through 5. But I want to keep all my other consecutive numbers within a 4 number range, up or down, or both. So if I had 1s, I'd keep the 1s and go maybe, thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for line 1. But then I'd also think 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping all of those numbers in that range, even up to 5 if I had it, because I could do 2, 3, 4, 5 even. So that's what I would end up doing. Do I want to play around with this a little bit and see if I get any in for east-west with a 2 dot and a 3 crack? Maybe. I can hold it for a little bit. Doesn't hurt. I don't want to get rid of this either, which means this is a very pretty pass right here. So honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get rid of this right now and just keep track of, I got some good run stuff going on right now. And I did get a 1. So again, it's in the 1, 2, 3, 4 range, right? So I'm going to do this, this, and this. And I didn't get much in here. I did get the green. I was just thinking in terms of potentially the second hand under consecutive run with the 2 suits with the opposite dragon to whatever suit you use for the run, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep everything right now. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. We've got a little bit of mixed suit run there. Line 3 on the right side. We've got it this way as well. 2 dot 3 crack 4 bam. I'm going to do this. This is a first left. This is a time where I might want to do a blind pass just to see if what I get in gives me any direction. I'll do that. Okay. I got that back, the west, but it did give me a pair of 3s. So now I have a little bit more strength right there with 2 and 3, and maybe I'll get 4 dots or 1 dots, and maybe it'll be a same suit run, 3rd line down. Nonetheless, look at my screen. I got to continue. This is not a good time to stop it. So
Second Charleston.
I'm going to go ahead and move this down here. I'm going to do this. So thinking out loud, because I now have the 2 in a row, I am definitely going to hope for 1 dots or 4 dots or 4 bam and 5 bam, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the top line, maybe that flower will end up going goodbye. But I think I need to keep my options open with that. So I think we'll do this for now. I got another 4, so I see 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I make believe the joker's a 5. It looks a little better when I do that. All right, so I'm going to get the south out, the 9 out, and also it could end up being a mixed suit run, possibly if I get 2 cracks or 5 cracks. So I have to pick one of these. I'll pick that one. My 1 came back. Don't want it.
Courtesy pass.
And don't need those at all. So I'm going to get rid of those.
So.
And I really didn't get anything back in at all, but I got my green back. Yuck. So I do need a lot of help. My competitors are being extremely challenging tonight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so I don't need that, but I'm going to go ahead and move that here for now. I'll move that here. I'll get rid of these 2. Oh, the 7's out already. I'll get rid of the 1 first.
Down. So. West.
Nobody likes those soaps.
South.
Okay, I remember passing that.
7 bam.
I believe.
9 dots. 4 bam.
Okay, so of course, I would not be calling that and locking myself into that hand at this point. I wish it was in my hand. So I didn't. This is why tiles should go out early, because I can't call it and I want to call it. So that you do that to your opponents, they're going to be thinking exactly the same thing.
5 bam.
And 2, 3, 4, 5. I want that baby too. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
1 crack. 2 dots.
I know that went out. And here again, I can call the 2 and do 2, 3, 4, 5, but man, is my hand weak. It doesn't make sense at this early stage. I may have to force something if another one goes out. If all my tiles are going out, maybe I'll make some kind of decision. But at this point, it's just not smart. Geez, Louise, all of these tiles are going out. And those dragons, what are we going to do with those dragons? No, I don't think so. 2, 3, no.
3 bam. South. 2 crack. 9 bam.
Okay, that helps a little.
1 bam. South. 7 dots. 6 bam.
That helps a lot too.
7 dots.
So I'm just collecting, hoping I get 1 dots or more 5 bams or 4 dots or something to make some kind of a decision on a run.
8 dots. 7 bam.
Those
7 dots.
dragons I got to keep an eye on. I'm probably going to have to dump
9
those.
crack. 5 dots.
That's a 5 dot. I'm not calling that, that's for sure. Okay, so looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, line 1 on the left side, I've got my pair of 2s. I'm missing the 4s entirely. I'm going to keep it because if I do get 4 dots, I can also think of 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want to? Hold on. Let me look at line 2 with the opposite dragons real quick. Wow, that might be the better bet because I got my. Nope, I'm still missing my pairs. So 2, 3, 4, 5. The 4s I could grab. No, I'm not missing my pairs. Never mind. I said that too quickly. That's not bad. right there, keeping the green or the red. So I have an opportunity to use either of those opposite dragons. I've got my pair taken care of. I can call the 3. I could call the 4 dot. I'm certainly hoping to get one and not have to put it up with all jokers. And I have my 5 covered. I think I'm going to keep that. I'll keep the flower for a little bit longer because that could change to, if I get another flower, to a same suit run. And I'm going to dump the 4s. That's what I'm doing.
4 bam. 8 dots. 1 crack. 8 dots.
Look at that. That's what I was talking about. Okay. So now I can call every single thing in my hand. That's the position you want to be in when you lock into something. Line 2, consecutive run. I've got my pair. I can call the 3 dot for a pong. I could call the green for a Kong. I can call the 4 dot. Not happy that I would have to do that and put up 2 jokers, but I certainly will if I have to. And now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of let's see, I think I'll get rid of the red.
Red. 1 bam. 8 dots. Red.
Give me another good pick. And I don't think 5 crack went out. Sounds very new to me. Looks and sounds and smells and feels, whatever.
5 crack. 4 dots.
There we are. Okay. I'm going to call it because my hand is so well set. I have a chance of getting the joker swap, but we'll see what happens. We're going to do it. Now that I'm committed, I'm going to go ahead and I guess I have a little bit of time for the joker. I mean, for the flower. I don't like to hold them too long. When I hold them for a little bit, I'm hoping someone else will discard a flower and put up jokers like happened before with Kurt. And I grab those. I'll hold it for just a little bit.
Joker swap.
I was going to say, let's see how quickly they go.
Joker swap.
Quickly, but 2 different players took it, so that's okay, right? So I finally got my 1 in, and there really is nothing I can do at this point. So
1 dot. North. 2 bam. So.
All right, I'm going to get rid of the flower. I don't want to hold it too long.
Flower. Call. 7.
Oh, and a joker.
South. East.
I knew that was going to happen. It's going to go bye-bye very, very quickly. Okay, 9s are out. I don't think 6 dots are out yet.
6 dots. 5 bam. Red. West.
Here we go. Very nice. And now I need, let's see, what do I need?
9 dots.
So I have, so a 3 dot or a joker or a green will do it.
East.
And being able to win in multiple ways is very nice. So 3 dot, joker, or a green.
2 bam. Green.
And there we go. So this would go here. The computer will do it for you. But there we have it, our Mahjong. Finally.
Mahjong.
Finally, I had to get 1 Mahjong in. Woo-hoo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break to turn the AC down, and I will be right back. Oh. Are you watching or are you doing something else?
Oh, I'm doing all sorts of things.
Oh, really? Like what?
I just sent,
All right, we'll talk after. I don't know what.
I just sent, you reports, pictures and stuff of how to do them.
Oh, I thought you were going to be doing it. No?
I'm going to another place.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Hello again. Oh, okay. Leslie said, ha ha, AC. It's snowing like crazy here, expecting 10 to 12 inches. Yeah, I had to put the AC on. It's starting to get warm down here in Florida. We go from cold to hot, no in between. Okay, let's see. Annie was playing 6, 7, 8, 9, our pung, pung, kong, kong. Consecutive run, line 7. It was starting to come in nice. She was able to call almost everything, not quite. And Amistad, any like numbers with 6s? In pretty good shape, could call pretty much anything, depending on whether those tiles were out. I don't remember. And then 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 2 for Kurt, which is our pung pung, kong kong, 1, 3, 3, 5. And he was set for Maj. Nice job. But I beat you to it this time.
Charleston.
Wow, look at all my jokers. But I will be very happy with my hung of 1s. That's very nice. And so looking at a hung of 1s, working off of those multiples, which is a strength, right? Any like numbers with 1s definitely is going to come to mind. Oh, what else could we possibly consider here? No, I mean, maybe I'll look for a 6 dot if I don't forget about it for addition hand line 1. 1 plus 6 equals 7. I don't keep that section in my brain. We also have our multiples of 4s, and we have a 3 that goes before it. So if I were to get 2 dots, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 2 suit, pung pung, kong kong, second from the bottom, consecutive run. Right there, pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do I want to keep that for any reason right now for a little bit? I don't know. I've got tiles to pass. I don't think my 7s, 6, or 9 are going to work for me at all. I think I'm going to do this for right now and see what I get in. And, oh, 3 plus 4 equals 7 in this suit. 3 plus 4 equals 7 in that suit. I could keep that in mind. I really would rather it be 1 plus 6 plus 7. So I could do this one, Deb, certainly, and keep the 3, 4, 7 for now. No, I can't, because then I have to get rid of this or this, which is probably going to make most sense. Let me get rid of the north. Let's see. Did anything come in to help me out here? No. Okay. Got to keep an eye. I did get another 1. Any like numbers with 1s is nice in a way. 1, 3, 3, 5 could happen under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the question becomes is, do I want to keep an eye on one of those 3, 4, 7 or not? I'm not feeling it. I'm never feeling that hand. So another 1 for any like numbers. Not bad. Am I going to continue? Yes, you better believe it.
Charleston.
And now I've got any like numbers going on. If I were to get 2 dots, again, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Would 1, 2, 3, 4 here make sense and break up the 1s? Probably not. Probably not, but I could keep it for a little bit and do a, no, we're on the second left, so I have to pass. So this is my pass. This is my choice. And anything here? No. And I got a 3. So 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 bam, 4 bam could be a possibility, and I can do a blind pass, take advantage of keeping it.
Courtesy pass.
And I can pass those too.
6 crack.
All right. There we go. I mean, I would have had a little bit more of that addition hands, but yikers, I ain't doing it. I might keep these for a little while just to see what comes in the like numbers, since I know there is a hand there. So we'll just keep an eye on that.
6 crack.
I didn't keep any wins, so now here's an interesting set of circumstances here. If I went for like numbers and I wanted to lock myself in, I could call that. I could call the 1. I am 1 tile away from calling the 1 bam and 2 away from calling the flower. This is not really the way I want to do this right now, and I don't want to lock myself into that 1 hand. So I'm going to make an executive decision and say
9
no.
crack. 5 crack. 9 bam. 7 crack. 2 dots.
There's a 2 I'd like.
9 bam.
I just got a flower.
7 bam. 3 crack. 9 dots. 9 crack.
And another 1 bam. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to keep the soap. And I'm going to be thinking definitely line 1 now.
9 bam. Red.
See, hindsight's 20/20, right? Oh, there's my 2 bam. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 toward 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Any like numbers wins out. Sorry. All righty. So you know, I'm gonna keep the 3s and 4s, even though I'm obviously probably not playing them, but they are pairs. So maybe somebody's playing 3 or 4, and maybe I'll grab some joker bait, but let's see what happens. I'd like to keep everything.
2 dots. 4 crack. 6 bam. 6 bam.
And I'll take that. Now I'll start getting rid of my
7
pairs,
red. 1 bam.
and I'll call that for a Kong. Now I'm very happy. I could call my 1. I need only 1 more good pick to call the flower. I am in Hogg's Mah Jongg. That's a thing.
Call. 4 bam. South. Call. North.
All right, we got a joker exchange opportunity up there.
3 dots.
And Annie could not call the north at this point. Good reason that that went out early. Oh, I love that. Now I can call everything,
3 bam. Flower.
and I'll call it. You better believe it,
Call.
because now I can mahjong on a 1 crack or a joker swap.
Joker swap. 7 dots.
Thank you for taking my tile.
8 bam. Joker swap. East.
They grabbed them.
6 dots.
Oh, so he definitely, if he is playing line number 4, he could already have the pair in Norse. But if he's playing line number 1, he needs a conga then.
Call. So.
And we got 2 jokers right there for exchange available. Ooh, 3 crack.
3 crack. 7 bam.
Nope. Oh, that was out twice. No, once already early on.
2 dots.
4 dots.
4 dots. Joker swap.
2 of them. Amistad took 2 jokers.
8 bam. 7 bam. 2 bam. 3 bam. 5 crack. 9 crack.
See, we just play fast now because I don't care. I want to win. There's no reason for me to
2 dots.
be thinking about what I'm getting out. Ooh, this is, no, it's out twice.
7 crack. Flower. 9 bam. North. 3 bam.
Yay! I was a little nervous. That's 2. So hopefully if he is playing line number 4, he's got his pair in Norse.
So. 2 crack. 7 crack. 4 crack, 6 crack, 4 crack. Red, 7 crack,
Come on, give me a 1 or joker.
8 bam. East,
That's safe.
3 dots. 5 bam. 2 crack,
9 crack. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. Good. This is the 4th.
9 crack, 5 crack. 7 dots. Call, 3 dots.
7 dot. 1's out. That means 1 is available.
5 bam. 5 bam.
Shoot. 8 dot sounds and looks very, very new. 24 tiles left. We're in the end game. Do I know that this is somebody's mahjong? No, I do not know. I do want to take a chance. I do have the opportunity to win. Nobody's got 3 exposures up where I like, no, it's 100%. It is a hot tile, but I'm going to take a chance.
8 dots. 5 dots.
Whew,
4 bam. 6 crack.
we're coming down to the wire. Look at that.
Triple swap.
Woohoo!
MahJongg.
Yay. Oh, that was a little struggle. Dang. See how many things we were keeping track of and how we ended up with this? Amazing. Amazing. So north, east, west, he had his, oh, he wasn't playing line 4 with the flowers, but he was definitely, he lost 2 norths because we got him out early on him. That made it challenging. He would have needed a joker. And Kurt, line 2, 2, 4, 6, 8 with the 3 suits. 2, he had his pair at least 2, 4, 4, 6 in dots and 8s in cracks. He was still far from anything. And Amistad consecutive run line 2 with the opposite dragons that we played earlier. 5, 6, 7, 8, and ready to Maj. Nice. Nice going. Let's take a quick peek at the leaderboard. Did I get in the lead by any chance with my wins? All right, I did. I pulled ahead.
First Charleston.
Oh my goodness, I have 2 jokers. My heart be still, but I don't have any other pairs other than a south. Let's make some magic happen with the south. Why not? All right, so when you have a little bit of a mess like this, you know, we could put it into evens and odds. See what it looks like. But I already know that I definitely want to keep, if I can, keep track a little bit of the like numbers with 5s or 7s. But I also notice, even though I don't have any flowers yet, that I have 3 singles. So when I have 3 singles, I love that third hand from the bottom, counting up. And that would be flowers 5, 6, 7, 7, and then 2 7s repeated. So 5, oh, sorry, 8 rather, I meant not 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 repeated. I kind of like that. So can I keep an eye on maybe some, what about like numbers, the bottom wins and dragons hand? We could do that. We could keep our 7s. And we could keep, but we need to think about a little run as well, in case I get north-south. So 6 cracks, 7 bam, 7 crack, maybe 8 bam. We don't need this, we don't need this, and I'm pretty sure either going to be one of these 2. I got a lot of good run stuff going on, but I want to see if I could pull something off a little different. So let's see if we could do it. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We got some really nice stuff going on here. I now have 2 6s, 3 6s rather. 5, 6, 7. I also have 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Wow, I'm going to have a hard time figuring out what to keep here. And especially if I'm thinking about these souse. Maybe I need to not think about them anymore. I got like numbers with sixes, and then I have 5, 6, 7, and 5, 6, 7 going on, which is line number 4. Could happen. I'm gonna have to ditch these souse. And I think I'm gonna forget about my fun hand that I love, third from the bottom. So I'm gonna do this. And I don't want to get rid of these like numbers. What am I gonna do? I might have to dump this, but then like numbers. Oh my goodness, I got stuck now. I either have to break this up, hold these for like numbers, line 2. Or get rid of this 6. I'm thinking this, maybe I'll get it back. You know, it's just, there's no good, that's one more strength, one more tile toward line 4 consecutive runs. Nothing is going to be the best scenario, but we're going to go for it. We're going to try something, make it happen. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Ooh, do I want to keep that for a little bit and get rid of that? 2 winds together. I mean, 2 dragons. I was thinking again of that hand, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, but I don't think it's smart. Past 2 dragons, that would be so lovely. Oh, somebody gave me a south back. I'll just get rid of it. All right. That's nice because I need that pair right there. So I'm going to do this and this. And I think, honestly, it looks like that 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 is going to be my baby. But I definitely need another good pick here. So I don't want to get rid of that 6 for right now. So let's see what happens here.
Courtesy pass.
Nobody's wanting those dragons. Jeez. I need to keep that for any reason. I don't think so. I'm going to do 3. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to start dumping everything that I have, but I'm going to keep the 6 for a little bit. I don't know exactly why, but if all my 6 cracks go out, I'd be in big trouble as far as for a pair. So I could do any like numbers. If I get flowers, I don't know.
East.
I always get winds out first if I'm not playing them because they could be hot till the very end of the
5
game.
dots. 8 dots. So 6 crack.
There's one.
1 dot.
There's the one I need. Oh. Now I'm really feeling very happy with this hand.
4 bam. 7 crack.
So I can call that if I want. And I have to worry about getting one more good pick, but I will call it because my hand is pretty well set. That's how I make my decisions.
Call.
Because if I let it go, maybe that other tile is in the very, very end of the wall. I don't know.
1 bam. So 5 dots. 3 dots.
Just hope I get, oh, look at that.
Joker slot.
Wow. Now I can call my 7 and or a joker or a 7 and I'll be set.
6 dots. Flower. North.
So we're talking about line 4 consecutive run. And there we go. That hand came in so nice.
MahjCon.
So nice. I mean, really amazing. Let's see what Annie was playing. 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons. Line 3. 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons. Same category, different suit. Amistad was playing line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Pung, pung, clong, clong. Nowhere near ready. Nowhere. All right, let's do it again. You guys having fun? You guys having as much fun as I am? I hope so. I hope so. All right, so sort by suit, which we did. We've got, I'm going to leave those dragons there for now because we've got several pairs that I got to work off of. Now, let's just move this down for one moment. We may use them. I don't know. All right, so we've got twos and we've got soaps, and I know those match each other as far as our matching dragon suits. So I would keep my 1 there. I'll keep an eye on 2024. If I get more 2s and 4s during the Charleston, maybe that'll be a good thing and work out. If I want to keep the West for a while, then I have to think in terms of a run, mini run. So that would be 2, 3 I could keep. Let's see if there's anything else I should keep that would help me out with this hand. I don't know if, 2, 4, 6, 8, I think is too far fetched at this point. So I can't keep everything. I'm going to do this and see what happens. We got an east. That's not bad. I got to be very careful with these. I don't want to get stuck having to pass a pair. Well, we got time because I got a blind pass, and so I don't have to worry too much about it. 2, 3 with east and west, maybe what we're doing. Of course, I got that in, but I got this in. So I'm way happier with that right now. Not 100% happier. I would love to be able to keep these 1s in case I got in a 2 crack or a 2 bam. And I am on a first left, so I could do that if I wanted to, just to see what happens. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys, what should I do? I mean, I have 3 of those, and I have 2 of these and 1 of these, and I need 2 cracks or 2 bams, and I don't have 1 hand. Well, no, Deb, it didn't clear things up. What am I going to play? Am I going to play east-west with 2, 3, or hold those 1s and hope I get 2s in or not? I mean, I can't. I have to do, yeah, this is really sad in a way. Very sad because I got those in, but I have to continue. Oh, Debbie said I'm being funny.
In Charleston.
All right, whatever. I mean, our hand is definitely, we see our hand, right? Now we have to go across. So I have to pass one of these. And I need 1 good pick for both of those to be able to call it. So this, and this. None of those.
Courtesy pass.
Really nuts. East, west, 1, 2, 3. What about the 5th hand down under Winds and Dragons if I get back a 3? I'm gonna do 2. No, I didn't get it back. But that would have been cool if I had it. I mean, if I got back the 1 dot, that could have been a very good hand. I still could get it. You never know, but not likely. Not likely.
Red. 9 crack.
We'll get that out since I know two of them went around in the Charleston.
So, 1 dot.
Here's the 1 dot. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. That would have been a fun hand. Now I need 1 good pick to be able to call everything.
South. 8 dots. 6 crack. 1 crack.
Okay, let's see. The 6 crack is out. The only one that's not out at this point is the 3 dot.
3 dots. 9 bam. Flower. 3 crack.
I'll hold it for a little bit. Let's play with the flower.
6 crack. 6 dots.
That's dangerous. It's really like playing with fire.
South. North.
All these things are out, going out.
1 dot. 7 crack. 2 crack. 1 crack. 9 dots. 1 bam. 1 crack. 5 bam. 7 dots. 6 crack. 8 dots. Green. South. 3 bam.
Okay, I'll call it. I only need 1 more good pick for the 2, joker or joker swap or something. My hand is well formed. I'm okay with calling my Kong. So now we're settled in 100%, not that we haven't been, on 3rd line, right side, east, west, 2, 3.
3 crack. South. 6 dots. 7 bam.
Okay,
Red. 7 bam. 9 crack. 8 bam. 7 bam. 7 dots. Call. 3 crack.
1 7 dot out. So there's 1 available for exchange.
2 crack. 8 bam. 3 dots. 4 crack. 5 dots. 7 crack. Joker swab. 3 dots.
Maybe you'll make me jokerless.
4 crack. Flower.
Oh, darn. Not darn, darn that nobody called the flower. So I'm going to get the flower out, making it hard for somebody because there's 2 out already, but who knows. Now I'm set to call everything.
North. Joker swab. 4 bam. Call. 2 dots.
Okay, is there a 4 BM available? Yes, there is. We're going to call that for a Kong.
Call.
And now I'm set for an East or a joker swap to make Mahjong.
3 dots. 8 dots. Green. Call. Flower.
Ooh, interesting. 1's out, no more joker available.
8 bam. 9 crack. 1 bam. 6 dots. Flower.
Look at that.
Joker swab.
Look at that.
MahJongg.
Oh my God. Lots to think about here. All right, well, we did it, guys. Annie 135799 with the opposite dragons, she was set for Mahjong. Amistad line 42468, 6 times 8 equals 48. Really not very well formed at all. 2021 line 1, and guess what? He was also set to Mahjong. So I had some really close competition. Let's take a quick peek at the leaderboard. 135, not bad. All right, I think we got time for 1 more. Who knows? Maybe 2. But are you guys having as much fun as I'm having? Of course, it makes it nice when you're winning. All right, let's go.
Charleston.
Sort by suit. Where are all the jokers in this hand? Nowhere. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's move these down. And then we'll start with our multiple, which is our 6. And obviously 6s are even numbers. So we'll look at that there. They're all the even numbers. Some like numbers in there, singles and pairs, 2, 4, 6, 8, line 1 could be a possibility. I don't know. Keep track of it all if we have to. What about consecutive run? Is there anything that we want to keep in there? Maybe 3, 4, 5. Maybe we'll keep the 5 for right now, but it could be 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. This, and am I going to keep this for any reason? 2, 4, 6. I don't know. 2, 4, 6 or 20, 20 could be good. Let's break up one of these. Watch, I'll end up getting lots of 6 like numbers with 6s, and I'll be sorry I got rid of those. But then again, I would still need a pair for that bottom any like numbers hand. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I will do the 7. No. Oh yeah, all right. I got another 4. We'll do the 1, the 9, and wow, like numbers there going on too. Maybe it'll be, I don't know. That's a good pass. I just passed there. Wow, another 4. Look at all those 4s. Wow, nice going. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Do I need that? We'll do a first left. Let's see what happens here. We're continuing. Right now, we're kind of limited on what we got going on, unfortunately. I really hate to get rid of anything at this point. There's lots of options here. I don't think the green is going to come into my world at this point. I could be wrong, but oh my God, look at what's going on here. Yikes. Too bad we've got pieces of things that are in the wrong place right now for what I want in 2, 4, 6, 8. But if I, I mean, I've got line 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. A little bit of that, but no gap. So it's a little bit of everything there. I've got line 1 with 1 suit for sure. But I don't want to get rid of anything right now, but I don't know if this 8 bam is going to serve me any good. So I might do these 2. Let's see, hold on. 6 times 8. 6 times 8 equals 48. Oh my God, I don't know that I want to get rid of that either. 6 dot times 8 crack equals 4, 8 bam. Of course, I need flowers, but maybe I don't want to get rid of it. Maybe I'll end up playing singles and pairs. I don't know. I don't have the right combinations of pairs in the right places. I don't want to get rid of anything.
7 dice.
Just a nice Charleston.
7.
But I got to get tiles in to help me start making decisions.
9 bam. Down.
We'll definitely keep that. Ooh. Right now.
5 bam. Call. 4 crack.
Oh, that was early. Oh my goodness. We got a 4. So this is kind of where I was at last time, where I had the 4s and I could call it, but I'm not calling it. No way for anything, for any reason right now. 4 times 6 equals 24. Look at that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. 4 times 6 equals 24. I'm just trying to think what else I could do. I could do like numbers. So since I could do like numbers with 4s and 4 times 6 equals 24, they both can use the Kong and they both need 4 flowers. I think I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and I think I'm going to call it. I got the hardest part of that hand, so I'm going to call it. Don't faint, Debbie and Phyllis and Agnes. Please don't faint on me. I need you guys. All right, we're going to try it. I think it's going to be
8 bam.
fun.
2 crack. 5 crack. Joker slog. 3 dots.
And I can't win every single hand. So we're keeping our 4s
6 crack. Left.
till the end.
Left. 3 bam. 3 crack. 6 crack. 3 bam. 3 crack.
And we don't need that.
6 bam. 6 crack.
Hi, Jasper.
Bam. 2 bam.
Ooh, wow. Really incredible.
8 crack. Call. 3 bam.
Oh, look at that, you all. May I have your joker, Kurt, my buddy bot?
Joker slog.
I'll take it. Now I could call everything. The flower, the 6 dot. Whoa.
Green. 8 bam. 7 crack. 1 dot.
Okay, let's see. The 4 I've had in my hand for the whole time, I think, pretty much. So I'm going to do the 4 because we got our
4
hands.
dot. 2 crack. 7 crack. 1 dot.
8 and 7s, they both got to get out.
8 dots. 9 crack. 1 bam. 8 dots. Bam. Red. 1 bam. 9 crack.
I don't see 7 bam out yet. Could be blind, but I don't see it.
7 bam. Red. 1 dot. 1 bam.
I don't see that out yet.
9 dots. Call. 7 crack.
Good reason to get those babies out.
Left. 9 crack. Green. 1 dot. 9 bam. 6 bam. 7 crack. 2 bam. Call. 1 crack.
I can't get it because I need it.
5 dots. Call. 4 dots.
Things are heating up so much.
1 crack. 3 dots.
Oh, this could be needed, but I got to get it out.
So call.
I figured. I'll call it. This is going to be not so good because hopefully, because Annie's playing line 1 of 2024. So hopefully it won't be her doing the Joker exchanges. And if Kurt needs it, it's a pair. But if Amistad needs it, it's for like numbers. I gotta call it. It puts me set for Mahjong. Well, 44 tiles. I'm not even in the end game. Wish me luck, guys. Oh, so he got the flower because it was his Mahjong tile. So he got it over me. So I didn't even have an opportunity of worrying about him doing a Joker exchange, but he definitely needed them, as you can see. Oh, yeah. Okay. What, Clancy, what line were you talking about when you said it's not line 1, it's line 2? I don't even know. My brain is maybe fried to know what. Oh, Agnes, you suggested the hand that I got. You get credit for it then. Debbie said I'm wild tonight. Oh, Agnes, you did suggest it. I'm a little behind here. I'm scrolling up. I see Debbie said I may be first place on the leaderboard. Agnes had seen 6 times 4 equals 24. So I'm going to give you credit for it, even though I saw it too. But you probably saw it before I saw it, if it's up there, I'm thinking. Anyway, oh, okay, Francine, no problem. All right, let's grab one more game, because this is very fun, and I'm probably still up there. I am. But good job, Amistad. And Annie was playing the 2024 like we thought. And then Winds and Dragons line 3, 4. God, was he weak. He had the 8s and 9s though, and they're only pungs for the north and south. So he, could have had a chance.
First Charleston.
Where are the jokers? They're not here tonight. Oh, well. All right. So I'll leave my east and west right there since I have my 9s and I could be doing east, west, 8, 9. I don't love it when it's the high end 9 because I don't have flexibility of keeping anything, after the 9. But maybe 7, 8, 9, the pairs for line number 5, east, west with the pairs. You never know. What else could we keep with the 9s? Not much in a run here going on to add to those 9s. We can keep the 1s and maybe the 5 for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and even the 1. But I can't keep it all. So let's see. You guys remember the hand with the 1s and 9s? I really liked it. I can't remember what else was in there, but 2 we'll get rid of, 4 we'll get rid of. What are we going to keep? I think we're going to keep these. He's going to give me a hard time. I'm like thinking I might want to keep those. I don't know why. This would give me an opportunity to do east, west with 8, 9. Maybe I'm going to have to do that. I was keeping this. Not sure why. Maybe Winds and Dragons bottom hand. But probably not. But I think I'm going to keep it. We'll do this. Did I get anything in that I like? No, not really. I do like 3, 6, 9 a lot. My favorite category. I haven't played it tonight though. Weird. I don't know. I want to keep it for any reason. No wins in that world at all. Yeah. Let's see. 1, 3. And the 9s. Would that be even a reason to keep 1, 3, the same suit run? The same suit under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't think so. But we're going to do this. Oh, now I did get a 1 and a 3. Ooh. 1, 3. Missing the 5s and 7s. Doesn't look very pretty right there, does it? And we have to continue. 1, 3, 5. Can't get rid of that with the east and west. Maybe what I'll do is these 4. These 3. I'm going to give them 4. This is going to be a tough one. I could tell it is not a pretty looking set of tiles. Now I get the 6. Flowers 369. I could keep an eye on that. Same suit, flower 369.
Courtesy pass.
Not exactly what I was hoping would happen. I'll do 2. To be honest, I don't even think this is going to happen.
4 crack.
But things could change. So let's see how
Flower.
lucky I get.
6 dots. 5 dots.
Like that would make me lucky, right?
1 dot. 6 dots. 5 crack. 3 dots. Call. Red.
We got a 3-dot Joker exchange available.
5 dots.
Whereas we've got those both out already. 1 3. 1 3. Any reason to keep
1 dot.
anything? No.
1 crack. 4 dots. 6 dots. 2 dots. Flower. 4 crack. West.
It's so early. It is just ridiculously early. I am so weak. I'm just going to say no right now. I hate to say no, but I have to.
North. 5 crack. 5 band. 4 dots. 8 dots. 1 dot. 9 crack. Green. 9 dots. 2 dots. 6 band. Green.
East, west, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll keep it for a little bit.
6 dots. 1 dot. 8 dots. 9 crack. 7 crack. 7 crack. 7 crack. 7 dots. Call. 8 band. 9 band. Red. Joker swap. Red. 8
My
band.
lucky opponents.
Left.
Oh, now I have to really make a decision and call it and see if I could force this hand to happen somehow. Boy, this is not how I wanted to do it. Maybe I should have kept all the other wins as a backup, but we're going to do it.
6 band. Call. South.
We're going to see if we can pull it off. I don't think so. I think I'm not going to be the winner of this game. Okay. I'm happy that one. Maybe I should have ended on the win instead. Or did I win that last one? I don't even remember now. Anyway, yeah, Holly, the news, that would have been nice too. I think I just said I should have kept all those wins. But anyway, my hand just wasn't forming. No matter how what I would have done, I don't think it would have changed the outcome necessarily. But 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the opposite dragons. Look who had East as well, Annie. If I had a partner there, and that would have been hard no matter what. And then Amistad had the North and South with 2s and 3s. 3 of us were playing the same hand, opposite North, South, but East and West, North, South. Did you guys have a lot of fun tonight? You think I should buy a lottery ticket, Francie? Oh, okay, maybe I did. Does anybody have any questions? Debbie, you have a rules question. Unmute, please.
Yes, I have a question about something that happened last night in our game, and I wasn't sure how we should have handled it. The player to my left had up a Kong of flowers. Then she picked up a discard and put up a Pung of 4 cracks. And somebody threw a 4-bam and she called it and put up a pung of 4-bams, but she called mahjong. And all she had on her rack was the flowers and the 2 pungs of 4s. And then she realized, and she was pointing, I could see she was pointing at the quint, chow, pung pung hand and consecutive run. So that's what she was trying to play, but she had misread the card and only had a Kong of flowers. So she said, "Oh, my hand's dead." I said, "Well, you're not supposed to call your hand dead." And then there was a discussion about whether she should discard. And then I realized, because I thought she was playing the like numbers with 4s, the first hand.
Mm-hmm.
So what should we have done? I mean, because the only thing she had up.
Okay, if she had a Kong of flowers and 2 pungs of 4s, she was not dead.
Right.
So she should have been playing she should have switched to any like numbers, regardless of how far away she was. That's
Okay.
what she should have done.
All
And
right.
and honestly, if somebody else in your group doesn't call her dead, she's not dead. Right. And so then the question becomes, if she didn't challenge or if she didn't say I'm dead, you would never have called her dead. So you really wouldn't have called her dead, right? So
Right.
you just say to her, you're not dead. She got to figure it out.
Okay, well, if she had in fact been dead and it was a mahjong in error, that's what I was confused about. Would a mahjong in error supersede the fact that she could have switched to another hand?
Would a mahjong in error?
But she didn't display all her tiles.
Okay, she declared mahjong?
She called mahjong when she picked up the second pung of 4s.
Oh, well, that changes something out if she's called mahjong.
But she never displayed the 1, 2, 3 that she had in dots.
Right, but she had 2 exposures up, right?
She had 3 exposures.
You can't retract your mahjong declaration unless you only have 1 exposure up.
Oh, okay.
She's now got to commit to that mahjong, so she's got an erroneous mahjong.
Okay, so the second part of that question is, and I think I know the answer, she should not have discarded, because once you're dead, you don't discard.
Right, because if she had mahjong, she would needed 14 tiles anyway. But that is correct.
That's what made her know that her mahjong was not right, because she had a 9 crack.
Yeah, too bad. Kathy, how'd you like it tonight? Little microphone.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you. The hardest thing I have to remember how to do on the card, which is almost over, is learning the card and choosing my hand. And you went over that really well tonight. So
yeah,
it was
very helpful. Just remember, mahjong is a game about keeping your options open and staying flexible. If you all of a sudden start thinking just one thing, you got to say to yourself, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So as you can see, for most of the time, unless the smaller categories, you could sometimes see the hands in them, like the any like numbers, you could obviously see a lot of the hands very clearly. But other than that, I'm usually just collecting all the tiles in one category until I run out of my discards and I get something in and I'm like, okay, now I got to figure it out, right?
Yeah, I do that. I'm just not familiar enough with this card, so I'm just trying to get my mind back, so when the new card comes out, I'll have an even chance of playing, because everybody will be in the same boat.
Yeah, exactly. But
thank you so much. It was very fun.
You're so welcome. Does anybody else have any questions?
When does the 2025 card come out?
You'll get it the end of March.
Okay, because I saw it on Amazon and it says it delivers like around March 7th, so I wasn't sure.
You do not want to buy a card from Amazon.
No.
Amazon sells bogus Mahjong cards. The only two places where the copyrighted National Mahjong League card is sold is right at the nationalmahjongleague.org website or by a collector during the period when they are collecting. Now, Leslie, if you're on my email list, you would
Yeah.
have gotten information with an order form to order it from a collector who is actually going to be able to the league gives back $5 from every card. She collected over 8,300 something. She'll get a check made out to Alzheimer's for $40,000
Oh, wow.
for her efforts. So I hope you're on my email list. If you're not, head over to MahjCon.com and fill in your name at the bottom of that
Okay.
the main web page.
Okay, I'm just
MahjCon.com,
Okay.
because you would have gotten it ordered, but be careful now. Some of them have done in the beginning, they were all bogus, and people there were different hands on the card, and it was really crazy. Some of them are being sold, the color of the card changes, and somebody showed me a blue cover on a 2024 card, and I said,
no.
it's red this year. Just be extremely careful about who you order it from. Actually, somebody told me the 2025 card is being sold.
Well, I got my 2024 card off of Amazon because I started so late in the year, and it's okay. And then I've just been
Let me
watching
see the front of it.
the card I currently have.
You see the bottom of your card?
Yeah.
That's a illegally printed card. Do you see the bottom of my card?
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
yes.
copyright.
Yes.
You don't have that, do you?
No.
No.
I was just trying to do it in Canadian dollars.
No, but I'm letting you know that is, I did post several things on my Facebook group warning people too.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, everybody.
Night.
It's
Good
been
night.
wonderful. Have a great night.